Okay, it's been a little while since we've done a football club history. We're going to do a couple of football club histories today. We're going to look at lower league Scottish clubs that we haven't looked at yet. The first Scottish club we're going to look at today is Peterhead Football Club. Their nickname is the Blue Toon. Their home stadium is Balmoor, which currently has a capacity of 3,150, of which 1,000 of those fans, who would be in a capacity crowd, are eligible to be seated. The club itself is founded in 1891. The club currently plays in Scottish League Two, and they're currently top of the league by 5 points, 4 or 5 points, as of recording of this video. There's only a handful of games left in the League Two season in Scotland, so they're looking very, very likely to be crowned champions and get automatic promotion, which would not be the first time that has happened. They've done that twice before, gaining automatic promotion from Scottish League Two to Scottish League One. Now, the club is founded in 1891. Till 2000, they were basically a Highland League side, or a non-Scottish Football League side. They were playing in the Scottish non-league, for the most part, in the Highland League until 2000, because something very interesting happens in 2000. The SPL, the Premier League in Scotland, is expanded from 10 to 12 teams, which means two extra teams get promoted to the top flight, which leaves two empty slots in the Scottish Football League. So Peterhead and their major rivals, Elgin City, are admitted to the expanded Scottish Football League into the Scottish Third Division, as it was then known, now Scotland's League Two, from the Highland League. And this is before promotion and relegation between the Scottish non-league and the Scottish Football League. So you had to be elected in at that point. Very similar to the English Football League back in the day until the mid-80s. Until I think it was the mid-2010s. There was still no direct promotion and relegation from Scottish non-league to Scottish Football League, and of course that would change in time. Now, some interesting records to look at, which I think don't ever get broken. The attendance record might at their current stadium, but the record wins and losses I don't think ever gets broken. So the record win all time was against Fort William in 1998, 17-0 in the Highland League. That will never get broken. We will never see a record win like that ever again by Peterhead FC, in my personal opinion. Because this is non-league football. They're playing against Fort William, 1998. It's now 2025 as of recording this video. It's actually April the 15th, 2025 as we're recording this video. They haven't got close, I don't think, to a similar scoreline in from what I can gather. Now, their record losses, home loss was a 10-0 against big rivals Fraserburgh in 1974. That's 51 years ago. As of recording this video, they lost 10-0 at home. I don't think they have a similar defeat very likely in their future of a similar scoreline. The biggest away defeat was against Aberdeen in the Scottish Cup in the 1923-24 season, 13-0. Again, I cannot see that happening. I cannot see Peterhead FC losing by that many goals ever again. But what is very interesting in these record wins and losses is whoever wins the game keeps the opposition 2-0. It's very rare you see these blowout scorelines anymore. It really, even with, if you look at the Scottish Cup and the English FA Cup now, with the non-league or lower league side against the higher league opposition, you may see some like 5-0 or 6-0. It's very, very rare you get a blowout scoreline such as this. I mean, look at the dates: 1998, 1974, and the 1923-24 season. One of those record defeats was over 100 years ago. So it shows how much the gap has closed between the lower league and non-league sides and the sides higher up in regards to fitness, coaching, squad depth, that we see less and less of these blowout scorelines. Now, the record attendances, they've had two stadiums in their history. Recreation Park is their old stadium. The record attendance at Recreation Park was 8,643. That was against Wraith Rovers in the Scottish Cup in the 86-87 season on the 25th of February 1987. Balmoor, their current stadium, I do believe they had to temporarily extend capacity because of the visiting team, and that was Rangers. And the capacity and the attendance then was 4,885, which is more than 1,500 more than the current capacity at Balmoor. That was in the what was then known as the Third Division, which is now Scottish League Two, against Rangers on the 20th of January 2013. This is when Rangers have obviously been relegated from the Premiership in Scotland because of their financial administration and the liquidation and reformation of the team and all the off-field issues that Rangers had been facing for several years prior to that, bearing in mind. And they've got to start at the bottom tier of the professional or semi-professional Scottish Football League at the time, which was then the third division, which is now Scottish League 2. And there was a capacity crowd that day. In fact, they had to put in temporary seating and standing areas because Rangers were in town. Now, their major rivals, as mentioned, Fraserburgh and Elgin City. Fraserburgh, obviously, from the Highland League days, and Elgin City from the Highland League and Scottish League 2 days. Now, I will be doing a video on Elgin City. They are very, very interesting to look at their history as well, because since entering the Scottish Football League, they've never been out of Scotland's League 2, which is very interesting. Now, as I say, at the moment, Peterhead are top of Scotland's League 2, and they've won the league outright twice, the 2013-2014 season, so a season after Rangers visited and set that capacity attendance, that record attendance at Balmoor, and the 2018-2019 season. They also won Scotland's League 2 outright. They've also appeared in the Scottish Challenge Cup final once. That was in the 2015-2016 season. They never won that lower league cup honour. So they've had a very limited success as a side since entering the Scottish Football League system. The highest they've been is Scotland's League 1. They were most recently relegated a couple of seasons ago in the 22-23 season. They ended up getting relegated, I believe, from Scotland League 1 back into Scotland's League 2. However, they are a few points clear at the top of the Scottish bottom tier of the professional game at the top of League 2. And we shall see if they can hold on to their points total and their points lead. They've got a good little buffer, and they look, with their recent form guide, they're looking quite comfortable, I think, in getting automatic promotion back to Scottish League 1. So there we go. There's a brief history of Peterhead FC. The next club we will look at will be Elgin City, one of their big rivals, and we'll do a video on them. But from me for now, thank you very much for watching. It's not often we get to look at lower league Scottish football like we do, but I appreciate all the views and the support. Thank you very much for watching. Place your thoughts in the comments section below. Maybe you are a Peterhead fan from Aberdeenshire, who obviously doesn't support Aberdeen. That'll be kind of interesting. But from me for now, thank you very much for watching. Place your thoughts in the comments section below. I'll have some more content for you all very, very soon.